Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is a bunch of gamers. This is our 19th episode of the Realms of Pugmire. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
I am Thomas, and I play Sheen.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I play Bernard.
I'm Mike, and I play Tagbard.
I'm Christina, and I play Vesper.
I'm Liam, and I play Tucker.
Okay, so last time you had fought and defeated Terry Terrier after seeing his connection to the realms of the unseen, along with some unanswered questions, to be sure. After several days, you have been allowed to recover as the city starts to bring itself together, and the retrievers have been pushed out or pushed underground as the people of Pugmire come together once again. It has been 6 days since the battle. You have all recovered, and you have all leveled up. And as you are brought into the dining hall, King Pug approaches you. As he smiles, gives a nod, and goes, "Greetings, friends. How are you faring?"
All right.
"Good."
I'll go to one knee and say, Your Majesty.
"Please, there's no need for that. These are turbulent times, and you've done so much for the city of Pugmire. I feel bad about asking, but could I ask for your service one last time?"
And what would our service be?
Asking is a fair question. Are you all familiar with what has been happening in the north?
We've heard rumors of issues with the unseen, perhaps.
Yes. Towns have been going missing. And I sent several guards and a portion of Pugmire's army to investigate. We've been getting regular reports back, but 2 days before the retrievers showed their hands was the last message we received. We haven't heard anything back yet, and I'm beginning to worry.
You want us to go see what's going on, don't you?
Yes. I would like you to investigate, and if you can, stop what's happening. You have proven yourselves again and again to be capable warriors and capable fighters for Pugmire. I would not ask if this was not the dire circumstance, as the whatever was making the villages disappear has been slowly moving south, and I fear that it may be upon our doorstep sooner rather than later.
Well, I'm certainly in.
Thank you.
It'd be my honor and my pleasure.
We'll gladly take care of it for you.
Thank you very much. I am honored. We will get supplies ready, and we will try and get you anything you need for the journey. And we've already chartered you a ship.
Did we find anything in the back alley retriever's compound concerning whatever Terry was doing with the unseen?
You did not, beyond that weird unseen that you saw in the circle.
So, no evidence there.
I have chartered you a ship, though, to get you up north a little faster.
When do we leave?
As you hear in the background, "Oh, soon, very soon." As you hear that familiar sea-crusted voice from the back of the hall.
I see we have another friend to help us.
Benji!
Ha!
Glad you made it through the fighting.
Oh, of course. Easy enough. And one of the few with some unharmed ships.
Very good. Man's blessings.
That indeed. And you'll have no better ship to take you.
Excellent. When can we set out?
When would you like to set out?
I reckon the sooner the better. What do we need by way of supplies?
Getting you some food, getting you some weapons, I'm sure. And some ammunition, perhaps. And of course, we've got to ask some of me crew if they want to go with you. I ain't volunteering them. They have to make the choice of their own accord.
Of course.
To a fruitful journey, then.
Here, here.
As King Pug goes, because it was unharmed, perhaps the Royal Society might be able to get you some artifacts to help you.
I seem to recall a blue glowing glass globe. Seemed like the kind of thing might make a pretty good boom.
Perhaps. I know they have other artifacts as well that might be of use to you.
We should ask for that flashlight, though. It reveals invisible things.
Aye.
Seems like a reasonable request.
That it does. Would you like a royal escort?
I don't think that's necessary, but we appreciate the offer. We may move faster without it, and we want to leave as quickly as possible.
Of course. So you start heading towards the Royal Society. You see the Ratter and Fafnir stretching and leaning against some of the rubble in the section as you pass by. And the Ratter tips his hat.
Greetings.
I hear that you're going on an expedition?
Aye. More unseen to face.
So there is. I was wondering if perhaps we would be able to go with you. Well, we have skills and abilities that may be of service to you.
Well, you certainly seem like capable fellows. What does everyone else think?
The more the merrier. We might get done faster with additional help.
We're a bit mysterious, but you can join us. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you. As Fafnir goes, I appreciate it very much. We will be sure to help slay this, whatever it is. And the Ratter goes, and of course, my heart sings for the fact that our lovely maiden agrees that we should be able to accompany you all on this harrowing adventure.
I'm pretty sure you promised me some sort of show of skill, and I don't feel like I really got to see it, so not quite sure whether or not you're worth it at this point. You'll have to prove me right or wrong.
She has a wit as sharp as her blade, one after my own heart, as you see the big badger clunk the cat on the back of the head.
Shall we move on and get the rest of our supplies at least?
Of course. As he goes, where shall we meet you for when we
At the
depart?
docks.
At the docks. Thank you.
That'll be best.
You finally get to the Royal Society as you see Fritz sitting. You see him taking a deep breath. He's still seems rather exhausted from everything that has happened. Oh, welcome back.
It's good to be back for however long we're actually here.
I kind of suspected they'd send you. They were asking the Royal Society and we were drafting up candidates, but I think King Pug had his sights set on you lot.
Well, we've agreed to go.
Well, excuse me. I completely understand. So, I suppose it is time to get you some items to help you on your journey.
That's what we're here for.
Oh,
Reports say that whatever it is that disappears groups comes in a bank of fog. Might even be the fog itself, I don't know, might be some kind of insect, but something that creates wind, maybe? Something that'll blow the fog away.
I'll see what I can find, but I'm not entirely sure we have something like that. We'll find something.
Brilliant.
As he comes out and goes, well, we at least have this. As he drops 2 rings. This is they're both called Rings of Protection. Great artifacts by man. They require you to attune to them. As he points to the one on the left, this one will make you harder to hit, more so than anything else, and this one will allow you to escape trouble more so than anything else. So, in game terms, one of the Rings of Protection gives you a +2 to your defense and a +1 bonus to every single saving throw. And the other one gives a +1 to your defense and a +2 to every single saving throw.
The first one's a +2 in defense, right?
Yes, but a +1 to every single saving throw.
Okay, that makes sense.
That should come in handy.
I think so. We also have this, as he puts down another weapon. He goes, we have several weapons that should be able to help.
So, Fritz, Bernard was hoping to get the flashlight that we had retrieved.
Oh, yes. Let me... As he brings up the flashlight.
Thank you.
And, of course, we have these. Weapons for all of you. You now... these weapons are a +2 for everyone. If you choose to attune to them, all these weapons require attunement, and you can only have a maximum of 3 attuned magical items. The flashlight does not require attunement. The rings do.
But the weapons also require attunement as well, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So let's talk about the rings. Who needs the most for defense? I think Sheen, what's your defense? It's not very high, is it?
I would say to give them to Vesper and Tagbard.
I'm already at 3.
Then we should go with Vesper and... Liam, what's your character's name?
Tucker,
Tucker.
Yeah, he's the tank.
you want to increase my defense even more, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got an 18, so I'm not sure if we should actually use that for someone who actually needs more defense. Just to make it a little easier.
Could be. But we could also do that and then put you right in front. I mean, you tend to go down a lot, even with the... So, I think...
We can give you the +1 and then Vesper the +2 because that brings you up to 16, Vesper?
That will bring me up to 15.
Yeah, you definitely need it.
So I'll do +2 ring.
Alright, so bring my defense up to 19 then.
Yep. And you're saving...
My saving throw is increased by 2, that I know, so...
So once I attune to that ring, that's going to be 3 items for me because I have the Constitution Amulet already.
Okay.
And I also have the +1
But you could
relic
replace that with a +2 relic short sword.
That's what I was just going to ask, if I could replace that. Okay.
Yes.
So I will replace it. It's still a short sword, basically the same short sword I had before, just
Better.
+2 instead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we'll have enough time, I'm assuming, on our boat ride to attune to these properly.
Yeah, it takes a short rest, so.
Okay.
The magic weapons harm they do full damage to unseen, like silver?
They do.
Excellent. Yeah, I can return the +1 and the silver greatsword as well.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll give back the relic, the +1 sword that I'm no longer using.
By the way, that silver sword got a bit chipped right at the end there.
What in man's name?
Hopefully you have a silversmith handy.
We can find one.
Much appreciated. Swinging weapons at things, that tends to happen. I do apologize.
Indeed.
But, hey, it worked out, right? I mean, we're here.
I suppose so. Oh, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this.
Just blame me. I mean,
Yes,
the king's
I'm-
favorite has to count for something, right?
I suppose so.
Tell him that sword was damaged in the defense of Pugmire.
Very well. Thank you all. I hope this helps.
Certainly will.
We appreciate your help.
Of course. So, you now have some nice new equipment.
Huzzah! I think at this point, we probably have everything we need to start heading to the docks, right? If all of our other supplies are going to be taken care of for us.
I think so.
And I'm ready to go when you guys are.
I'm ready to go.
All right. You guys head to the Riverwall district. As you see the ship, Benji's ship, it's a beaut. Plastic hull, massive sails, as well as oars to help. You start heading over, and you see the Grey Ratter and Fafnir there. They've got just a quick rucksack over each shoulder, along with their impressive collection of weapons. All right.
In addition, there's a serpent who introduces himself as Nicholas, who is with them.
As Grey Ratter goes, one of the crew members, lovable scamp. He was asking me about all these as he opens up his vest a bit, and you see all the throwing knives, the short swords, as well as several vials containing a liquid that fizzles and pops within its container and looks incredibly unstable.
Certainly seem like you're coming prepared.
Well, of course. Fighting something that makes whole villages disappear, my dear. I think that it's perfect to be prepared. And, well, if it must go down in an inelegant manner, then so be it.
Never have too many knives. That's
As you hear in the background, by no means is too many knives a bad thing.
Nicholas, is it?
Yes.
Oh, well met, well met.
May I ask, who are you?
My name is Tagbard MacTerry.
It is good to meet you.
Faced the unseen before?
I've had some slight encounters with them, mainly from exploring, whenever I can get off the ship.
The life of a trader, right?
More just a sailor.
As you hear you hear behind you again, I've been told we're probably going to split into two groups.
Bernard will speak up and say he's going with the other group.
And the other person going, and I will be going with him. As Willard comes out, realizing that you all ignored his dramatic entrance and is dejected by it.
Willard, so great for you to join us. Are you going with us up north then?
I will be. I'll be going with the second group here with Bernard.
It's wonderful of you to volunteer to help us.
I've been infected by your sense of duty.
Funny how that works, eh? So, Bernard, we'll not be seeing you again soon?
We can talk when we get back.
Alright, well, safe travels, my friend. It's been an honor fighting beside you.
Same to you.
As Benji comes down and goes, Avast! It's time to ship off! You ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Then off into the great unknown. After about a day or two of travel, we'll go with a day, you have the ship beginning to stop as Benji goes, this is about where the last report came in. That way, as he points to the west, you should be able to find a village to the southwest. If you go to the northwest, that is where the guards last known location-wise.
Alright. Do we have a map with this information?
As he throws it down, he goes, "This is my only copy, so you'll have to commit it a bit to memory. Though you'll find a road soon. Many of them came here for trading."
I think we should try to head to the village first to see if it's even still there.
That sounds good. I think that you should split up. One group try and find the guards, the other one try and find the village.
Or the shepherds from the Church of Man with the group of guards?
They split. Half of them stayed in the village to try and protect the village, and the other half went with the guards to give them support.
Well, Pugmire's to the south anyways, so heading southwest, if the thing is advancing, it might put us ahead of it, or at least let us catch up. I agree, we should go to the village.
Sounds good. Then it sounds like the rest of the group are going to go to find the guards. As Willard goes, "Well, I suppose that sounds good for me."
Take care of yourself, Willard. Don't make any bets you can't win.
Of course not. I am an honest man who knows when to fold.
The unseen will never see it coming.
And so, you all split up as you give your final goodbyes to Bernard. At least for now.
Hopefully we'll see you in the future. No promises, though.
Stay safe, Hunter.
Will do.
And so, you head off for several hours before, or you head off about an hour, you find the trail that the people of the village used to get to the river. And another 2 hours, you see the village. It's very quiet.
Quiet. Do we see anybody moving, or even, the wind whipping, the trees, anything like that?
It's very still. You feel the wind on yourself, but but it doesn't seem to be moving the grass after a certain point.
I'd like to ready my weapons.
All right.
I would like to roll search. Would it be search or notice, just for...
If you're doing a cursory glance, it's notice. If you're searching and actually digging through and getting in the grip or the grip of things, then it's a search.
I'll do search.
Gonna smell magic.
Okay. There is magical residue here.
Is it concentrated in anywhere specific?
It's like it's left, it's not here. So you get that kind of smell. So it seems like it's most concentrated from the center of the town, but it's diffusing out.
Okay.
Tagbard, as you're searching around and going through the house, you find the house with food plates still there. No real sign of a struggle, and the food is rotting. But there's something else, something that unnerves you. It takes you a few minutes and 2 houses of searching before you put it together. The rotting food doesn't have a smell. There's no smell here at all. It's just blank. No earthy smells, no nothing. Just nothing.
Insects?
You do a
Are there
list.
insects on the rotting food?
Yes. A couple. Not as many as you'd expect, though.
And there's no sign of struggle or anything that we can see right off the bat?
Correct.
How big is this village overall?
It's about 4 houses. It's a very small farming village.
So we can check all of them before anything jumps out.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll keep checking the remaining hiding spots to see. Are there any tracks, like, towards the edge of town that would suggest somebody coming in or leaving the small town?
Could you give me a search check?
Somebody with better skills probably ought to do this. Is it intelligence? Is that the mod?
Let me.
Wisdom.
It's wisdom. Okay.
Okay.
You're going through. There's one thing that kind of leaps out at you. It's subtle, and it's at the very edge of town, at the opposite direction of when you all came in. Excuse me. It is 2 circular indentations in the ground. You see a couple of them. They are about 6 to 8 inches in diameter.
This
And
doesn't look like it was made by a living creature. Like, is it too, are they perfectly circular?
no, they're not perfectly circular. They have kind of a teardrop shape, not a full teardrop, but, you know, bending kind of that way. Mostly circular, though.
Well, I'll point it out to the group and so everybody sees it.
Grey Ratter. Smell that?
Yes, nothing. As you see him turn to Fafnir and go, just like you thought, Fafnir.
You saw this coming.
I suspected it.
What are your suspicions?
My suspicions are, as he starts to speak, it comes out jarbled. It's indistinct gibberish to you. As you see, after he finishes explaining, you see Fafnir's eyes widen, and you see the Ratter putting his hands on his mouth. And you see the quizzical and confused look on his face.
Well, that's
Could you repeat that, Mike?
Well, that's uncanny.
I can only speak the words in Lankmarese, it seems.
Fascinating. And where is Lunk?
I'm not sure I'm supposed to tell you, but Lankmar, as it's once again gibberish. As Fafnir goes, I think old Seven Eyes put a spell on you. And Ratter goes, that would make sense for my illustrious patron. He doesn't trust me. Quite honestly, Fafnir, I am wounded. Ratter, you did attempt to tell them everything you were told not to. Fafnir then turns to you. I can give you vague descriptions, and hopefully this will help in our upcoming confrontation.
All we need to know is where those people are, how to find them.
Fafnir goes, this thing feeds off of living energy and emits what I can only call chaos. I think the villagers are still alive, but they're being changed into tools for this chaos. It seems that the unseen are the chaos agents native to Pugmire and all the realms associated with it. I think, though, that it has the villagers because, well, Vesper?
You think that these indentions point to that?
Yes, I think these indentations are footprints. Come search over here. As he goes, anyone who has a better skill for it. My skill is more in the tracking of game.
I'm not particularly skilled in this regard, but I think others are. Although not with that roll, you're not.
So, Nicholas, you see some dragging marks, actually. They're faint, once again. It looks like they were being dangled up and they were just barely touching the ground, but there are signs of people being dragged away.
What direction do they head?
They are heading west.
It looks like they drug something to the west.
That is concerning. So, I will put as many cards on the table as I can. I cannot guarantee that the Faceless One did not also put a spell on me, since he seems to do such things when he works with old Seven Eyes. The mist is a means to it feeding. That it is most dangerous when there is mist, but it will likely hide itself and slumber once it is finished. When that happens, the mists recede and it is a bit more vulnerable.
You said it was using villagers as tools. Will we have to fight them? Or do we only need to worry about the one thing?
I don't know. I don't think we'll need to fight them. Usually, in a realm such as this, it doesn't have enough chaos energies to create servants quickly.
Well, that's a relief. We only have to worry about one giant evil monster.
Indeed, but I wouldn't be too optimistic. It will still be powerful. And given what the Retrievers have done, my assumption is that they are the reason it has been getting more powerful.
Oh, wonderful.
So, I think here we've come to a crossroads. We can follow these marks and see if we can track down whatever this is, or we can continue to try to find the guards. Perhaps this is where we...
I thought the other, as the writer goes, I thought the other group went to go check out the guards.
Well, I think now it's more important. Somebody's got to let them know what's going on at minimum. So somebody's going to need to go in that direction, perhaps, so they're not caught unawares.
The thing's heading west. It's heading away from.
We don't know if it's going to turn, or where it went after it headed west some distance.
Hence why we might have to follow it.
And I think most of us should follow it, but do we really want the other group to potentially walk into a trap? I mean, if nobody wants to go, if we would rather just head west, then that's what we'll do. It's just a thought that we now have more information about what is potentially going on here that they don't have.
Aye, but we have less time.
But is anything really actionable if they know it?
I mean, if they run into the mist and they know that waiting until the mist recedes is better, perhaps they wait instead of sacrificing people. It's just a thought. Or we can just head west.
It'd be nice to warn them, but I don't think we have the time. Or if this thing sneaks up on them, we'll be right behind it to spring them. We might even be able to surround it.
So you're saying that we should head west anyways then, right?
Correct. I think we should track. If somebody else thinks that we should contact the other group, it's certainly
let's
not
head
a
out
bad
then.
idea.
So you head out, and you start heading west. The trail goes cold relatively quickly, but there might be something still. I need a perception check. Or notice check, I'm sorry. Notice check from everyone.
What's the skill for notice?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay.
So everyone but Tucker was able to notice something. There is a rather large wood, there was a rather large forest to the northwest of the road you were on, or northwest of the trail you were following. That forest, you notice receding mist.
Well, I'm guessing it's in that direction.
Radar going, most likely yes. I think it means it is time to prepare, and we can use our dear Badger's friends' tracking abilities if none of you, the rest of you, have any talent for it.
I believe.
Is tracking a separate skill or just survival?
It's just survival.
I have survival.
Then let our serpentine friend lead the way. Nice. Nicholas, as you're tracking through, moving along the brush and the various other things, you see more of those circular-like imprints. They're a little more defined here. As you're moving through, you notice several of the trees have been bent and broken as well.
The whole tree?
Yeah.
How large?
It's a medium-sized tree, so 12, 15 feet high.
Okay.
Pushing off until you see a rather large cave.
Oh,
Oh, this looks like the spot.
sure looks promising. About what time of day is it?
It's about mid-afternoon.
Well, the mist receded. We've got torches. Shall we strike while the iron is hot?
Sounds like the correct thing to do.
That's what we came for.
Then let us be off, friends. As you start moving down, you see spider silk. Or kind of like spider silk. It's the same but different. Spider silk is certainly the best description of it, as well as small bundles and medium-sized bundles all over the walls and the ceiling as it goes further and further in.
I wonder what's inside, though.
I'm going to go check on one.
You pull one open, and it is a sleeping dog. You notice that they seem mostly normal, but one of their ears has the same consistency as your snakeskin, Nicholas.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to need to be breaking these open.
Found them. Right, get to it.
As you start pulling, you do feel that this silk is kind of squishy, like it's fresh. As you pull it apart, and cut it, it leaks out a kind of liquid that hits the ground, and you do see the ground kind of bubble and change shape briefly, and then reform to what it was. It seems that it's soaked in whatever this is.
Might want to be careful.
That we do. As you see the ratter pulling out a sword and artfully slicing some of the cocoons open, letting the dogs fall or slide out of the cocoons around them. All of them are slightly different. One of them has almost like a carapace on its back, and another one has its hand appearing as if it's covered in chitin.
Changing, indeed.
Yes. I believe these are the latest victims. As you see, after a few moments, the changes are starting to go away. They're receding.
Oh, thank man.
They're receding slowly but visibly.
I'll start opening cocoons as well. Careful.
Very nice. So you do so as you're going down, and there are more and more cocoons. And the further and further you go in, the more and more transformed the dogs are inside these cocoons.
Are they conscious?
No.
Are they moving, wriggling around at all?
No, they seem completely still, as like in a trance.
Gross.
Shepherd, any ideas on how to wake them up? I don't feel like carrying everyone.
I'm not sure.
As the ratter goes, I think our first priority might be the giant creature doing all of this before we try and pull all these poor fools out.
I've been burned like that before. First priority should always be freeing the prisoner. But keep an eye out. Not disagreeing with you there.
Very good. As you keep going, once again, further and further down, after about an hour's worth, as the mutations are more and more pronounced, extra eyes now, tendrils, things like that,
Ugh.
you start to hear kind of a... Oh, go ahead.
By man.
You start to hear kind of like a heavy breathing.
As we get further in, are we still only seeing dogs, or are we seeing any other cats, rats, anything else?
You see what you think might be a rat, but most of them are dogs, since most of the people who live up north are dogs.
Makes sense. Does anybody else hear that heavy breathing, though, or is it just me?
I hear it.
I think it's time we prepare ourselves.
Are the more severely changed ones reverting back?
Very slowly. It's definitely going slower, and as you get further along, they've changed less. Once they're like severely changed, it's happening less and less. Once you get to the severely changed, as you're going further and further in, the changes are less dramatic, but the changing back is going slower.
Better look sharp. If we can't beat this thing, we're going to be looking like that. And I like how I look.
I think we all do.
Oh, why thank you. You're too kind.
And I'm talking about ourselves, of course, too, but yeah.
And so you continue to move down. As you see it, its eyes are starting to close, but it is still conscious as it starts to notice you. It almost blends in with the silk, but not quite. It is large, larger than anything you've seen, dwarfing even the legendary two-headed giants of the frightful forest. It has the upper body like that of a furred armadillo with a thick plate along the back. It has large, spider-like legs and a dragon tail whipping behind it. Its face seems like a horrendous blend of a cat and a dog with the composite eyes of a fly.
How
And
many eyes?
2 large composite eyes. And its mouth opening with a yawn as you see what appears to be venom dripping from its mouth.
Is it resting in spider silk? Is it like in the web? Is it surrounded by the stuff?
No, not surrounded. It's resting on the cave ground around it as it's noticing you. It was clearly getting ready to rest.
Are there any dogs in silk close to where the creature is?
No.
I say we burn it to the ground.
You're
Maybe-
assuming that this silk burns.
You're right, I am assuming, and I would like to find out if my assumption is correct.
All right.
Somebody has something to light it on fire.
We
Don't
should
have
all
torches.
be carrying torches. Okay.
Like something to throw it, perhaps. I'm not going to get that close unless you want to, Tagbard.
I'll throw my torch.
All right. Throw your torch. You throw the torch, and now you will all make a dexterity saving throw at the advantage. It will be doing its at the disadvantage. As it strikes, the silk simply wraps around it, and you hear some bubbling before it bursts open and just shoots lightning in every which direction, including yours.
Ha ha! That was unexpected.
DC 14.
Made it.
Cool. So it took 7 damage.
Said advantage.
Yes, advantage.
Throw. Okay.
So, looks like you did it too, Sheen.
I did not.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait.
No.
It would have been a 14.
Yeah.
So, okay, a tie is good.
Yeah, tie's good.
Okay. Yay.
Well, my highest one is converted 20, so I presume I made it.
Yes. You want to make it as the thing gets up, and I need initiatives now. As you start, you see the thing get up. It starts to look at you. It gives kind of a scream, and it vanishes in a puff of smoke before appearing right next to Tagbard. And giving a bite. That hits.
Turnabout's fair play, I suppose.
And I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
Alright.
Alright. It does 23 damage.
Woo!
As it bites you, you hear kind of a horrible kind of from its gullet. I need a Charisma saving throw from you, and who's next to you, Tagbard?
I don't know. Who was next to me? I was in the front to throw the torch.
Yeah.
I assume that Tucker's up front. I thought that's...
Yeah, so it'll be Tucker. So I need Tagbard and Tucker to do a DC 17 Charisma saving throw. Ooh, Mike,
Well then.
It is just not your day. Tagbard, I'm going to roll on this random chart twice, and you'll get both effects. One effect is that your thin gets thicker. Your fur kind of like flops off, and you have hardened skin. You can use the calculation for your armor class as 13 plus your dex mod or your regular armor, your choice. And what was that?
Not both, though?
Not both.
Okay.
And the next thing is that your armor melds into your body, creating an armadillo-like shell along you. Your movement speed drops to 20 feet. Your arms and legs slop off of you. And you gain a long, worm-like body. And you now have a bite attack that deals 1d8 plus your strength.
Ah, my sword!
Tucker, your legs and arms shorten to an almost comical degree. You drop about a foot, maybe a foot and a half in height. Your speed is reduced to, yes, your speed is reduced to 10, is dropped by 10 feet.
Okay.
And you must enter your enemy's hitbox and risk an attack of opportunity when you attack to get close enough with your weapon. And you guys, so we're going to do 2d for the duration, Mike, for your natural 1. We're going to increase the duration. Mike, you're this form for 12 rounds. Tucker, you're in that form for 11 rounds.
Dear Lord.
And it decided not to... It gave up its 2 claw attacks to do its belch. Nicholas, it's your turn.
So the bombs I have explode in a 10-foot area. Can I catch it and some of the webbing?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
All
Here,
right.
its backside.
Okay.
So it just takes 4d4 acid damage.
Oh, just no save, no nothing?
Nope.
Damn. Nice. Cool. Tucker?
Alright, I'm gonna attack the creature with my +2 axe.
Alright, make your attack, and it'll use its 1 reaction for an attack of opportunity against you. After you hit.
Oh, and the webbing didn't react to the acid?
No, it did not.
Okay.
Or it did. It turned it into glitter.
All right.
You hit, Tucker.
That's a crit.
That is a crit, so roll your damage dice twice.
Here's a question. Are Tagbard's arms just like laying there next to him?
Yes.
Jesus.
No blood, no nothing.
Could I hit the spider thing, armadillo thing, with one of Tagbard's arms?
I mean, you can try. I mean, yeah.
Or, you could pick up my sword.
I mean, I want to pick up your arm holding your sword to give me that extra reach.
I appreciate that. I really do.
All right, now it's doing its claw attack against...
Actually, I just realized it does another 7 damage because I forgot to add another +7 to my damage.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Considering it's
All right. It's going to now swing at you because of the attack of opportunity.
Yep.
That hits. And I need a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Alright.
For your attack of opportunity, I just want to make sure that I'm not high. Is that a +17?
Correct.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Oh, I saw it very high from the very beginning.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's going to be an insta hit on me.
Unless he rolls a 1.
You're right. Unless he crits, critical fails.
Okay.
As we've learned
Not
from...
20.
Nice, so you are not knocked prone.
Okay.
If we've learned anything from Conan, Christine, 5% happens about 50% of the time.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sheen.
Oh my. So I will begin chanting, and then I will cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay. That, let me check. Hits. All right. It is the Ratter's turn. Oh, Sheen, did you want anything to do anything else?
Go let the Ratter go.
All right. That hits as he pulls out his piercing rapier and scores 11 damage. Vesper.
I guess I'm going to run up and try to stab it and hope that I don't get turned into a munchkin cat.
There are 6 things you could be turned into, to be fair.
Okay, I hope for a munchkin cat over, like, everything else then. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
You would be correct.
Can I still use my bonus action?
You can.
Okay. Maybe it will hit this time. Well, it's not as good of a blade.
That also misses.
Awesome.
Tagbard.
So, my long worm-like body... okay, first off, does the creature have a neck?
A neck? Not really. It looks like it's pretty seamless with the rest of its body.
Right. How many legs does it have?
8.
Alright. And I'm assuming my tail is not really that prehensile?
You have like a snake-like body. You can grapple in this form. You're just slow, cumbersome, etc.
Right. Yeah, I can grapple, but I can't pick up my sword, correct?
You could try. You will be at the disadvantage with your sword, but you can use it in this form.
Nice. I'm going to do that.
Alright. As you pry your own fingers off of the sword with your ass, essentially.
Can I still attack in this round after?
Yes, you
picking up
can,
the
because
sword?
you're right next to it.
Oh, that's 2. No.
No.
A
So-
10 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
Correct. Alright. And Fafnir, who's going to go in with his greatsword. He misses. It is now the Thing's turn. Let's see. Who's close to it and did damage?
Probably still my happy Wormtail.
True. Actually, I gotta roll real quick.
Tucker hit it.
Oh, Tucker hit it. That's right. 4. So it did not get its chaos spew back. So it's going to attack Tucker. At least once. I'm assuming a 23 hits Tucker.
Yes, it does.
Can I get a fortitude saving throw or a constitution saving throw? Difficulty 16, please.
Alright, will do.
No. So you took 22 damage.
Alright.
And then it's going to swing a claw at Tagbard. Oh, Vesper's near it too, I guess, so he'll attack her next.
Yay.
I'm assuming a 24 hits.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Well, this is for Tagbard.
Oh, okay.
And Tagbard, I will need a strength saving throw, difficulty 7. Or 17.
Okay, so if my arms fell off, do I still get the strength bonus from my gauntlets?
Sure. Because they're still on your person and you are mythically attached to them.
Still attuned. That's good.
No.
Oh,
So, because you can't really be knocked over, we're going to say that your sword gets knocked out of your hands as you take 17 damage.
out of my tail.
Yep. It hits you and you're just like, oof! Tail swings open and sword drops. And next is Vesper. It's swinging at you. Does a 23 hit? Yeah.
Yeah, a 23 hits.
I need a strength saving throw, please.
Oh god, okay. What is my strength plus 3?
You are not knocked down, but you do
Where
take
was that roll 5 minutes ago?
But you do take 14 points of damage.
Ouch. Like a lot of ouch.
Yeah. Nicholas.
Yeah, I'm going to try and there's still webbing behind it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna elemental ray it with heat.
Okay.
Like just the webbing behind it. Does it explode into electricity again?
We will see what it changes into. It will actually. The fire explodes and the webbing turns into poison gas. Constitution saving throw from everyone. You guys are at the advantage because you're further away.
Yeah.
And it's DC 15.
Yeah, it hit me.
You missed it by 1, so you took 7 damage.
Guys, I'm hurting a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it.
Well, let me give you a hand then. Oh, wait a minute.
You gotta be kidding me.
Alright, so Tucker, you also take 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not too bad, but still.
Tucker, it's your turn.
Alright, give me 1 moment. And then I'll attack with my +2 axe.
So that
almost
misses.
Okay.
That misses, and it gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that hits.
And I need a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. 21, does that work?
Yeah, you're not knocked down, but you still take 15 points of damage.
Okay. Oh wow, you just knocked me out.
So I like to think that you hit it, it swung, it hit you after you missed. You stood there like a champ and then pulled the, oh god, there go my organs, and you just drop backwards.
Are you saying I'm actually completely dead?
No. Like
Okay.
you took it, you were not knocked down, you stand there sturdily, and then you just kind of fall back.
Okay.
Sheen.
Well, I guess I will run up to Tucker and cast Spare the Dying.
Alright, Tuck. You are able to get up with... It's 1 HP, right, Sheen?
Yeah, but he can now roll any of his stamina dice.
My answer would be you should probably roll all of them.
All 4, yeah. Alright. And do I still roll a Constitution modifier as well?
Yes, you add your Constitution modifier per die.
Okay. Actually, per die, you say, so... I just gotta do some math real quick.
What's your con modifier?
2.
So
Because I got 4 stamina
that'd be
dice,
8.
so that would be a plus 8.
Yeah.
Alright. Forgot to write roll. Oh, that's really crappy.
Oof.
Yeah.
Rough.
Alright, so you've regained 18 HP. Were you going to do anything else, Sheen?
Yeah, I guess now I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And hit it with the...
That hits. 4 damage.
Oof.
Alright. The Ratter's turn. He misses. Vesper.
I'm gonna try to stab it.
Alright.
Hopefully this time I hit. No.
No. You have a second attack, though.
Yes, let's see. I'm swinging wildly and just missing its legs. Oh god, no. Jesus. I've not hit once today.
Tagbard.
Alright. What is... so I would like to try to wrap myself around its legs and either trip it or knock it on its back.
Okay.
Is a grapple still just a regular attack?
A grapple is still a regular attack. Well, I think grapple is different for things that are like massively outside your size category because it's a gargantuan creature.
Oh.
Combat.
I can just bite it then.
All right.
Poke it in the eye with your tail.
What?
Poke it in the eye with your tail.
He'd have to get up there first.
We'll throw him.
You'll fastball special him?
Yes.
Bite it.
Okay.
I'll just bite it like the worm dog I am.
All right. As you open your mouth and you feel your oddly conical snake-like teeth.
Ooh, hey.
That hits. D8 plus your strength mod.
I'll take it.
Nice. All right. It is now Fafnir's. He misses. As you see kind of this colorful gleam return to the thing's eyes, and it looks over at Vesper and the Ratter who are next to each other, and it gives a belch. I need a charisma saving throw.
This is going to go very poorly for me.
The Ratter makes it. All right, Vesper.
Not very
3.
charismatic.
Vesper, you feel your eyes getting coated in your own skin as the world around you goes black and your ears grow to an ever-growing proportion. You now have blind sight for 30 feet, so you auto-succeed all perception checks within 30 feet. You are immune to blindness and take double damage from sonic damage, as you have a bat-like head now.
I still look better than Tagbard.
And you are like that for 8 rounds.
Yay.
And in frustration, the thing's going to bite at the Ratter. It hits him. He rolls his Constitution saving throw. He does not succeed. And he takes 19 damage.
I'm sorry, what was that, Vesper?
I'm not even going to say anything. Just call me Batcat from now on. I
Sorry,
am the night.
what was that? Still couldn't quite hear you.
Ha! Could you maybe give me a hand, Tagbard, with this?
Yep. Here you go.
Okay. With that, it is now Nicholas's turn.
Alright. I throw my smoke bomb on it.
Alright, throw your smoke bomb on. What does that do?
It's confused and blind for 2 rounds, or until it finds its way out.
Okay, cool. What's confusion do? Let me find the status effects.
It's just gonna start belching at everybody. That's what confusion will do with our luck.
Yeah, how do you confuse a chaos?
Oh, there we are. Okay, he can't do attacks of opportunity. And I determine who he attacks randomly. And blind, you said?
Yep.
Blind. And his attack rolls are at the disadvantage. Cool. Very nice. Good job, Nicholas. And how long is that up? Just so I...
2 rounds.
2 rounds? Okay, thank you. I'm just going to put a little marker here so I know. Tucker! He can't attack of opportunity you.
My axe. Did it cut me out?
You're going to attack with your axe?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
You
wow.
hit?
That's funny.
Yeah, nat 20 again, so roll your damage dice twice.
Okay. 19 damage.
You don't double the modifier,
Oh, okay. So that's a mix-up then. So
so it's
minus-
12 damage.
Right. So 12 damage then.
Cool. Sheen?
Okay, I think I'm gonna go up to Tucker.
Okay.
I was gonna cast Cure Wounds using 2 spell slots,
Okay.
but just get an extra D8.
13 HP. Alright.
Cool.
And then I will hit it with the spiritual weapon again.
Alright.
And damage.
Nice. Alright, so next is the Ratter. He hits. Does 6 damage. Vesper?
Do I roll at the disadvantage because of the blindness, or am I because I have the?
He's within 30 feet. He's within 30 feet of you, so you're good.
Okay, that's what I. So let's see if I have. God no. Okay, let's see if the second one hits. Please tell me that hits.
That hits.
It's about damn time. 8 points.
8 points. Cool.
Better than the whopping 0 I've been doing every round up till now.
Yeah, and you guys have hit the milestone of doing about half his health.
Woo. Just keep your eye on the prize.
Alright, Tagbard.
I'm going to slither around behind him and bite his
And bite his what?
tail.
Okay.
I can't reach.
I will throw you. Next round, I'm gonna do it. Pick you up and toss you.
That hits. As you get a solid bite on the tip of the tail.
Oof.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, and it's Fafnir. Fafnir hits and does 14 damage. It is its turn, so let's see. It's Vesper, Tagbard, Tucker, Ratter. I'm missing. So, Vesper, Tucker, Tagbard, Ratter, Fafnir. Am I missing someone who's next to it attacking?
Sheen.
Sheen is next to Tucker.
Oh, Sheen is next to, so we'll go with a 6. So let me just put this in the chat so I remember.
Nicholas has just been throwing things at it, though.
Yeah, Nicholas is far away, so, and it can't,
See.
yeah. So it'll attack Fafnir. That still hits. And Fafnir gets to do his Constitution save. His is a little better, though. Not good enough, though. He takes 28 damage.
So it doesn't also get a reduction to its attack because it's blind?
Nope, it's just disadvantage.
Oh, that's...
Then its next attack. 3, So Tagbard, as it swings wildly to try and hit you. 20. Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had a
Yep.
ring that boosted it just past that. 16.
Okay, I am down.
And 1 was Vesper. It hits. And did 24 to Vesper. Nicholas.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll try casting Grease on where it's at. It
Okay.
has to make a dex saving throw.
11.
If that fails, it falls prone.
Alright, it is prone.
That's it for me.
Alright.
Alright. I'll go after.
Alright. Tucker. What are you doing, Tucker?
I'm attacking him with the axe.
Okay.
You have advantage.
I have advantage?
Yep.
Alright, let me roll twice then. Okay, thankfully there's advantage. Okay.
That
I
hits.
presume that missed. What, that missed?
That hits.
Oh, wow. Okay. 10 damage.
Nice. The thing's starting to look a bit worse for wear. Sheen.
Okay, I'll start by running up to Vesper,
Okay.
cast for the dying.
Alright, Vesper, you can you +1 plus any hit dice you'd like to spend.
I'm gonna spend them all.
Alright. Spend them all. Don't forget to add your con mod in there.
Yes. Especially since it's gone up with the ring.
Nice.
Alright, I will
Very
take
nice.
that. Okay.
It should have been plus 20 on that roll, so you need to add 15 more in.
Oh, I thought you only added the con roll once.
No, for each die.
Oh, well then I'm up all the way.
Yeah,
I'm
just
good.
add another 15. You're good. Sweet.
Score. Thank you.
And then I'm gonna hit it with the spiritual weapon.
Alright, hit it with the spiritual weapon. That hits.
Yes.
4. So Sheen has gone. The Ratter's turn. Misses.
Advantage.
Oh, right. Thank you. I forgot. Still misses. Vesper.
I'm gonna see if the advantage will let me actually hit him. I imagine that 18 hits.
It does hit.
I roll. Advantage is only for the attack, right? There's nothing for damage.
Correct.
So 9 points.
Okay. And
I'll do my second attack. I get advantage on both rolls, right?
yes.
And I'm guessing the 17's gonna hit.
Correct.
Finally, now, after he's knocked me out, I'm finally getting in my roll. 5 more.
5 more. Tagbard, want to give us a death saving throw?
Yep.
Wouldn't it be more of a death saving roll because he's just kind of a worm flopping on the ground?
Ha.
Uh,
Nope. You need a 15. So that's 1. Fafnir goes. Thank God for the advantage, Michael. That hits. Oh, and it's a crit. And he does 16 points of damage. Cool. It's its turn, so it spends its turn getting up.
It provokes an attack of opportunity from everyone. So everyone hit it again.
They don't have the advantage at this point, though, because it got up, I believe.
Yeah, I do believe you. You guys don't have the advantage on this attack, but everyone who is in melee with it gets to make an attack.
Do you want us to just go in order?
Yeah, let's just go in order. So, or we'll go in initiative order. So Tucker, you first.
Okay. So I'm attacking with the axe. Oh wait, I forgot the D20.
Yeah, no, you don't have the advantage. Remember that.
Yeah, I was just saying, because I actually only was rolling the damage, not the D20. That's what
got
I
it.
meant. That hits them, right?
That does hit.
Okay. Alright, 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. Next would be Vesper.
I think that hits.
That does hit.
10 points.
Nice.
I will take that.
I don't believe Sheen's spiritual weapon counts.
No.
The
But if
Ratter...
Sheen's in
Oh, Sheen is in melee. The Ratter went, missed, And Fafnir missed. Sheen, you can make a normal melee attack.
Okay, because I'm so close.
Yeah.
One question about the magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
+2 is just to damage?
Attack and damage.
Also attack? Okay.
That misses. Alright. Nicholas?
I'm not in melee, so I don't get an attack on it.
No, it's your it's your turn though.
I thought, doesn't it still need to take its turn?
Oh, it did just get up, okay.
Yeah.
You can still attack. It'll only get one attack though. So we'll roll. See who it hits. 3. Just roll up a bit. There are probably better places to put that chart. Okay, we'll change it to a D. We'll change it because Tagbard is down.
I can take it.
You are down. The dice really want to fuck Tagbard's day. 5. There we go. 5 was the Ratter. He succeeds on the saving throw at least. If he gets hit, I guess. It hits. And he takes 18 damage and he is knocked down. Now it's your turn, Nicholas.
He makes another dex saving throw at the end of his turn for still being in the grease.
Oh, okay. He's down.
Alright.
What you doing, Nicholas?
I'm gonna web a portion of its body. Layering it on the floor and attaching it to the nearby wall. So
Okay.
it makes another dex saving throw.
Alright.
It succeeds on that one.
Alright.
Web's still flammable, right?
It is still flammable. I would advise potentially waiting to burn it, though.
Alright, and I believe with that, your smoke is gone.
Yes. My smoke is now gone.
Alright.
Yeah, don't burn the webs yet.
Okay, Tucker?
So that thing's still up then, right?
Yes, it's prone though, so you get the advantage again.
Okay. Roll twice. Okay, convert a 20.
Alright, that hits.
Okay, 8 damage.
8 damage, alright. Sheen?
Okay, so I will start with maneuvering over to Tagbard and
Okay.
cast Spare the Dying.
Alright. Tagbard, you can spend your hit dice.
Alright.
Alright, looks like you're healed all the way. Or close enough. Cool.
And then I have one question. A round is...
A round is about 6 seconds.
Okay. I'm just checking the duration of Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I will attack it with Spiritual Weapon again.
Alright.
13 hit.
A 13 does not hit.
You have advantage.
That one hits.
That one does hit. 9 damage. Very nice. The Ratter does its death saving throw. He does not succeed. Vesper?
I'm going to try to stab him again with the advantage. Also, chuckle to myself at the gif I just found.
I see that.
Yeah, I see what you did there too.
That hits.
I just wanted to make sure, Tagbard, that you knew that was aimed at you specifically.
Mm-hmm.
6 points.
Alright. The thing gives out a dying shriek as reality itself seems to rend around it and tear it to shreds as it's pulled through and out of this world. As there is a burst of smells, and you smell grass, you feel wind, you smell rotting food, you feel dampness, you feel warmth, you feel sunlight. You are hit with a vast mass of strange, or of every feeling that you could imagine being in that village and then some, as you see the cocoon starting to shake and you notice the ones that you had pulled out behind you started to change back to normal rapidly.
Oh lord, we smell all of the rotting food all at once?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
We change back.
Yes, you change back.
Oh, thank God. I don't think I could handle the responsibility of being that cat.
Or short legs.
You're not recording.
You're the hero Pugmire deserves, but not the one it needs right now.
And what was that, Sheen?
I was just going fat cat.
You also still have an ally bleeding out.
Yeah. I'll spare the dying on Ratter.
All right.
Hey, you could be Batman and Catwoman at the same time.
Okay.
And he is back up. Oh.
Well, start collecting all the villagers out of the cave.
As they're all conscious now as well.
Oh. Well, that makes this faster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
As you lead them out. Oh, what was that, Vesper?
Before we leave, can we search? We weren't at the very end of the cave, were we? There was still some room behind the
Yes.
creature.
Yes, there was.
I think we should, at least one or two of us should go check that, just to make sure that there's nothing else back there and there are maybe no villagers further down.
Or
right.
Terry's friend.
Myself, Sheen, since the rest of you are in terrible condition.
Hey, I'm in
I'm
great
actually
shape
doing
right
alright.
now.
Great shape until you get hit again.
I mean, yeah, until I get hit again. Well, I'm fully healed though, right now. So
Yeah,
I
but you
can
have
probably
no. But Spare the Dying does jack and shit for you now.
It
Well,
does one
that's
hit
fair.
point.
Yeah. Great.
Hey, one hit point is all you need to get up and hit them back.
Exactly.
Yep.
You get hit down again, but you can stand back up.
Hey,
Plus,
in
he
the
still
end,
has cure spell.
I got him back for all the damage you did. So you guys can go, and then I guess while you're doing that, the rest of us can start gathering up villagers.
All right. That's what you do.
So
I'd
we
like
head
to
further
check the
into
room
the
out,
cave.
too.
You head further into the cave. You find a couple villagers there, as well as what appears to be a crack in the cave slowly sealing itself up.
Like to peek through there before it does.
Okay. Please give me a charisma saving throw, difficulty 22.
Hey! It's the realm of chaos.
You feel your mind shred as you shriek out in agony, falling backwards. You now have confusion for 3 years.
Well, that's a nice way for Tagbard to go out. If I can't die valiantly, I'll take locked up in the palace being crazy. What does confusion do again?
You can't take attacks of opportunity. If you're in combat, you have to attack randomly.
Does that include my allies?
Yes.
But we're not in combat.
Rough.
We're
And
not getting in combat.
and your movement is random, so they have to like basically move you of their accord, not your own.
So I'm somewhere between full-blown psychotic and just like the pleasantly schizo homeless man.
Yes.
Nice.
So really not that much different than normal, it sounds like.
As you start returning, Ratter goes, "What was that god-awful screaming?"
Tucker sticking his head into something he shouldn't.
Tagbard.
Also, or not Tucker, Tagbard.
Guess I
Also,
need to learn.
I need some help getting Tagbard out of the back of the cave.
I'll help.
Guess I need how to learn a full-blown squelch then, eh?
As they wrap your arms around him, they pick him up. He goes, "Do you know how long he'll be like this?"
No idea.
What did he do?
He stuck a hole that was slowly closing to, I assume, wherever that creature came from.
Damned fool. We could help him. It'll be difficult, though.
I don't think I know him well enough to volunteer him for that.
nothing there. What you're talking about? I'm fine. Eh? Get
Can you
back
help
at the
him?
sea and get paid.
You help him now, or will it be later?
Well, now that this thing's been taken care of, me and my companion were going to head further north and get out of here. My patron might be able to help him. His tail is wagging crazily.
If we do that, we might be able to take care of him and get him cured at the same time.
Could you repeat that? You were the first part of what you were saying was being voiced over by Mike with his growling.
Perhaps we go with him to protect him while he gets cured. I mean, he did save us numerous times.
Sounds good. So, how many of you will be joining us?
I'm into a trip to unknown lands.
Oh, my dear, dear Serpentine friend, you have no idea how absolutely correct you are, as he pats you on the shoulder with kind of a laugh. It's a good thing we didn't bring the German along, Fafnir. That thing of his likes to eat rats, and they're people in this world. After several hard days journeying north, after, of course, making sure that the villagers could return to their lives, with the guards with them, the Lost Guards, you head north. Going through the vast and terrible mountains with Fafnir guiding you through the trails to avoid the worst of the monsters, you reach a cave as you see smoke billowing out of it. The rat are going, "This is the place."
The place for what exactly?
Where my patron is.
Well, I guess after you.
Old Seven Eyes, it's wonderful to see you. As we've done, we have followed your instructions down to the letter. Plus, we've done extra. What have you done? You hear from the bells of the cave. Not only have we protected the people from this world and gathered some remarkable items, as you can see, you see him pulling out relics from this realm that you had wanted for your experimentations. We have in fact found several of the people who aided us, and thanks to your lovely and beautiful ability to help and make sure that those who give service to you are properly rewarded, we brought them along. What? Yes, come on in, bring the meowing fella.
I'll help bring in Tagbard.
As you bring in Tagbard, as you see this thing in a huge cloak. It's bulbous around the waist and legs, with rather short bits of cloth where the arms are. They move and you see nothing out of it before you see several gleams under the hood. You count several eyes. Ah, I see. So this one has something about the mind. How did its brain get addled?
He stuck his head through a portal. But whatever thing we killed came through, I assume.
I see.
Spider with a knife hatch.
Well, very well. I suppose, my son, you will be able to work this off at a later date, though I am curious to see what they choose as well. I will not reward you, my son, though I do admit my own curiosity is piqued. I will admit, though, that I am curious now at how they will answer. As he goes over and you see him going, "It will take about an hour, and I will be back to help that one."
Okay.
As you see him go back into the cave and goes, "Please do not follow." As you hear in kind of blasts of electricity, smoke's billowing out even more, as you hear crunching and cracking of various kinds as well.
I'll just coil up and wait.
As he comes out with a bowl and goes, "One of you will have to make him drink this."
Oh, Danny boy.
I'm sorry, you drink it? Like, all of it?
Drink it.
Like, you need Tagbard to drink it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess, Nicholas, perhaps you hold him down and I will wrench his mouth open and pour it in and hope he doesn't choke.
Sounds good.
Oh god, let's do this.
Alright. I will hold him down.
As he's held down.
And I'll force his mouth open and hope I don't get bit.
Okay, Tagbard. You're biting and such. The goo is down your mouth. Someone's got to close your mouth to make you swallow. Who's closing Tagbard's mouth? As Tucker comes over and slams your mouth closed, Tagbard, and holds it. You may make one strength check, DC 16, to get out of this and not swallow the potion, if you so choose.
Yeah, I rolled for it and I'm uncooperative.
So, you're not able to get them out as you swallow out of reflex to breathe, and you feel your mind returning. Tagbard, the last thing you remember is sticking your head somewhere, everything going black, and now you have Nicholas holding you down, Vesper with a bowl just a few inches from your face, and Tucker's hands firmly wrapped around your snout.
Let him go. Let's see if it worked. It should work immediately, right?
As Tucker, are you gonna let go?
Alright, yep, let him go.
You let go.
Oh, what happened?
I will let him go.
You idiot.
I was just looking through the crack in the back of the cave wall. Must have knocked me out.
It did more than that. You were a bad dog.
What?
You made a very dumb decision.
Okay. I thought we were trying to find Terry's friend, gather information. Did we get the villagers home safe?
Yeah, they're home safe. We did that a few days back.
Few days? How long have I been out?
A few days. Completely out of your senses.
Huh. And I don't remember anything I saw?
No. If you remembered anything you saw, it would have shattered your mind again.
Ah. Weird. Out of my senses, as in unconscious, or?
Babbling.
Crazy.
Huh.
Point there that you were meowing.
Meowing? Ah. At least I wasn't a worm creature. Guess that's what they mean by chaos, eh? So wait, are we still in the caves?
We're in a cave. A different one, though.
Is Seven Eyes still there?
Yeah, I just posted something in the chat.
Oh. Hello? I'll take a wild guess that you're Mr. Seven Eyes.
The stalks retract, and the eyes return to his hood as he goes, "Suppose that this name is true, though I only show... Suppose also that I only show some of my eyes. Also suppose that the seventh one has special properties, but I am named after that eye."
So you're not just a spider.
Suppose that this place is like a bubble in a great bathtub, and that each bubble in the bathtub has different rules. Suppose these rules change the shape and form of all who deal with these bubbles. Suppose then that I indeed may take on a form under these robes consistent within the rules of this bubble. Also suppose, though, that I have powers that allow me to buffer some of those bubbles' properties. And suppose, too, that I plan on returning through the waters of the bath to my original bubble.
Friend, you are grossly overestimating the frequency with which I bathe. So you two, you really are from another world, then?
Well, you could, as Fafnir goes, yes.
Oh,
As Seven Eyes, eye stalks come out of his hood to look over you. All as he goes, suppose there is a balance. Suppose that in the cosmos there is earth and water. Suppose that earth represents law. Suppose water represents chaos. Suppose, too, that there is a force beyond those that makes sure that the water does not eat the land and not enough land comes up and drives away all the water. Also suppose that I want nothing to do with land, water, nor this other force, simply to observe and use them to my own benefit. Also suppose that that may not be the case if I let you go with memories of said forces. But suppose, too, that I give you the opportunity for another grand adventure. Suppose that I have a way for you to see things beyond your bubble. Suppose that you could travel through the bathwater into another bubble of equal interest. And also suppose that you will conform to the rules of that bubble and possibly lose your memories of this place, and that they conform to the rules and the memories of the bubble. Suppose I'm offering this to you. Would you accept?
supposing I did.
Michael?
Sounds like a fun time. I'll take you up on it.
Would we stay together at least?
Suppose that you took the offer, then suppose, yes, you would.
Assuming going there isn't going to make me stark raving mad again, I don't see why not. Can we take things back and forth?
Suppose that you went, I would have to help you. Go back and forth. Suppose that if I did, you would have to do favors to go back and forth. But suppose, too, that your memories of this place fade to where you do not come back. But suppose, too, you may. It all depends, really.
Well, Pugmire's sorted. I ain't got much tying me to this world that ain't standing right here in this cave.
I'm in. Let's do it.
And the rest of you?
I guess we're settled. We're going.
Tucker, I have no idea where we're going.
You have no idea where?
Nope. Nor when, nor how, nor what will look like when we get there. Sounds fun, don't it?
Yeah.
And what about your robed friend over there? As he points at Sheen.
I suppose we can follow all of these suppositions.
All right. Suppose you come right this way. As he starts moving down deeper into the cave.
You're the one with religious training. I thought suppositions were your special.
Yes. Not sure how to respond to that.
You think we'll find the realms of man?
It would be something to find. Who knows?
Suppose you are taking too long. Come along.
Alright.
We'll follow him.
You all start following. You feel slightly different as things go along. Your ears feel different. Your nose. Parts of your hands feel colder. As you start continuing on, your clothes change a little bit even. The fabric feels slightly different. The armor feels greater. And the coin in your purse starts to feel different as well. As you reach out, you leave the cave, and you are greeted by blowing winds and a great expansive forest. As you look at each other, you notice your faces are different. The ears are to the side of your head, there is no fur, and the noses seem different. You are man now, and the Seven Eyes turns and simply says, "Welcome to Newan. I hope you have many adventures here." And that is going to conclude our Pugmire game. Thank you to everyone who listened all the way through. We will be back in a few weeks doing They Came From Beneath the Sea. I hope you stop in for that. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.